Hi guys, so today we're going to be learning simple quadratics. Let's get started. So here are our objectives for today. Number 1, how to identify a quadratic equation. Number 2, how to isolate to make an equation into a quadratic equation. Number 3, how to solve a quadratic equation by factoring and the formula. So how to identify a quadratic equation. Here we have the standard form of any quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Every quadratic equation to ever exist has to be in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 to be considered one. So a here is a constant, x here is a variable, b is a constant, x is a variable, c is an integer. So let's go over some rules. A cannot be 0, the max degree has to be 2, and the right-hand side of the equation must equal 0. So let's go over an exercise. The answers are going to be presented at the end of the video. You can pause the video or come back to this as you want. Okay, let's move on to question number 2. How to isolate to make an equation into a quadratic equation. So here we have a normal equation, 12x squared plus 9x plus 6 equals 9x squared plus 6x plus 3. Let's isolate it to make one side equal 0. All we have to do is solve like a normal equation, but make one side equal to 0. So step 1, we have to subtract 9x squared from both sides. So we get 3x squared plus 9x plus 6 equals 6x plus 3. Now we subtract 6x from both sides to get 3x squared plus 3x plus 6 equals 3. Now we subtract 3 from both sides to get 3x squared plus 3x plus 3 equals 0. So as you can see, it's in the standard form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a is a constant, x is a variable, b is a constant, x is a variable, and c is a constant, and the right hand side is 0. We made it into a quadratic equation, w, guys. So let's go over some more problems. You know the drill, guys. The answers are going to be presented to you at the end of the video. You can either pause the video or come back to it as you wish. Okay, so question number 3, how to solve a quadratic equation by factoring and formula. So here we have a quadratic equation, x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0. Let's solve it using the formula first. So repeat after me, guys. X equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Let's repeat. Negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So keep in mind that there will be two values of x. So that means there's going to be two equations. Sometimes both values will work, sometimes only one will work. It depends, really. Okay, so let's identify the variables. So here a is 1, b is 5, and c is 6. I'm using the quadratic equation x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals 0, by the way, as you can see in the top left corner. Okay, so we're going to make two equations now. So x equals negative 5 plus square root of 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times 6, and x equals negative 5 minus square root of 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times 6 all over 2 times 1. Okay, so we're going to get x equals negative 5 plus square root of 1, and x equals negative 5 minus square root of 1 divided by 2. So x will equal negative 4 over 2, and x will equal negative 6 over 2. So x will just be negative 2 and negative 3. So here it's only asked to solve for x, so both values will work. But as you get into higher order math, such as geometry, you'll be seeing that there'll be questions like triangles, factoring stuff, And there, only one value of x will work, not both. So how to solve a quadratic equation by factoring? We've done the formula, let's do factoring. So x squared plus 5x minus 6 equals 0. Let's identify. Identification is key in both cases. So a equals 1, b equals 5, and c equals negative 6. So step 1 is to multiply a times c. So 1 times negative 6 is negative 6. Now step 2 is to break the b value so it equals the value of a times c and sums up to itself. So basically x squared plus 5x minus 6 equals 0. So if we break the middle value, we can get 6x minus x. So as you can see here, 6 times 1 is negative 6, and 6 minus 1 is also negative 6, and 6x minus x is 5x. Let's factor normally. I prefer the AC method, but if you have some other short tricks, you can use it. So factoring normally, x plus 6 and negative 1 x plus 6, x plus 6 and x minus 1. So now we have to solve for x. So we got two equations, x plus 6 equals 0 and x minus 1 equals 0. So we solve normally, subtract 6 from both sides, x equals negative 6, or add 1 on both sides, x equals 1. More exercise time, guys. Okay, same drill. Copy the questions down, or come back, or pause the video to do these. The answers are going to be presented at the end of the video. As a matter of fact, right now, so you can check your work right now. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for more amazing content like this. I'm a new content creator, so please support me. I only don't make math videos. I also make videos about reacting hardcore Minecraft servers, etc. Have a great day. Bye.